All right. So anything else for us to review? Any sort of notes?
Yeah. So I had a question. Because I'm noticing that I think I'm a little different than some people in this office.
Okay. Then whom?
Everybody.
Okay. And some people, all of them.
Yeah.
All right.
And that loud noises, really, I do hate. Like, and he has a drum set here, and whenever he hits it, just my eyes closed, and my mouth just puts out the sounds. Please don't.
Do you have a history of having been sort of in environments where loud noises bothered you?
Not really. Like, all my best friends in high school were in bands, and I was the guy that was filming them. I had a lot of ear infections as a kid. But
I was going to say, sometimes it is really just ear sensitivity. Like, some people's ears are highly sensitive to sound, and it almost hurts.
So
is it that kind of thing where it's like almost painful?
You know what I think is hilarious?
Go ahead.
That multiple studios have had to build fucking soundproofed, insulated walls to prevent your laugh from bleeding through.
Interesting.
Every single room.
It's a penetrative laugh.
And yet you're upset with sounds.
But the way I hear my laugh is different than how you hear my laugh.
Louder?
Because it's coming from me.
Sure. I see.
So, I think that's
it flies away from
you.
Away from yours, I see. It's going out.
Right. I'm the one creating the sound, so it doesn't sound the same.
Okay, so as long as I play my drum set and do it like a cone over here, you'll be fine, yeah?
I'll tell you.
But I will say that my watch has the decibel thing, and sometimes when I do laugh in here, my watch is just like, hey, you're in a high decibel area right now. You're going to get ear damage if you're in here for too long.
Right.
Yeah, it's the loudest laugh in the world.
So I'm going to ask you to pull up a cartoon character that reminds me of your laugh. I don't know if this is pertinent to our world here, but it's Felix the cat, Vavoom, and you see if Annie will back me up on this. Vavoom, there he is. Let's watch Vavoom. Yeah.
Oh
you
God!
Gotta play it. You
Even
play
just
it.
without the mute.
There is Felix and Vavoom. They're coming up to
We're going to my favorite fishing hole today. Uh-oh. Now what?
There's a rock.
Okay, Vavoom. Clear the road! Ba-boom!
And he he creates a landslide. There it is. That's kind of like Nadav's laugh, isn't it?
I like the picture better. The picture is better.
Yeah,
without the sound. The sound.
I don't weaponize my laughter like that.
I'm just saying, you're kind of the whole appearance, the whole sound, everything kind of.
Whole appearance?
Well,
He's wearing like a skull cap type thing. I don't wear that.
No. In terms of what in terms of what Annie's referring to, in terms of what it looks like when you're laughing, right? The visual is pertinent.
Just the
Vavoom
opening
part.
my mouth.
Yes. What? See there. That's the Nadav's laugh. Annie, am I right? Annie?
That image is so funny. Someone put that on Nadav's face.
Very cool. Very cool. This is great.
Next merch idea.
Oh my God! I can't believe why did I think of this, and why is it working? That's even the funnier part. Oh my God!
So I mean, we could just go back to my question.
Yes, well, the question was,
am I on the spectrum because I don't like loud sounds?
So yeah, I understand what you're referring to in terms of spectrumy people becoming sort of, and also people with neuroprocessing their systems get overwhelmed really easily, and loud sounds can be a part of it. I don't experience you as spectrumy at all.
God.
Do you have other, but sometimes people on spectrum can really cover for it. Now,
Yeah.
do you have other concerns where you might have been?
There is another concern that I have.
Go ahead.
You know that show on Netflix, Atypical?
Yeah.
I only watched the first season because as I watched it, I really related to the autistic character. And I was like, I don't like how much I relate to this character.
Can you give me an example?
It was a long time ago. I think I blocked it out. I just remember it scared me how much. I was like, this is the guy that I relate to most in the show. And not all the other
and was he having
autistic.
Trouble relating in relationships and that kind of stuff?
Just like reading cues and also not liking loud sounds. I was just like, oh, I get that, dude.
Yeah, I look, you could have spectrumy stuff and not be, we've talked about traits before. You're laughing. What's going on?
I'm just embarrassed.
well, the closer you get to the truth, the funnier it gets and the more uncomfortable it gets. So So, we've discussed before at length on this show with you guys the issue of traits versus disorders, right? Mm-hmm. And, Andy very kindly, used himself as an example, and we've detected some traits, but I'm saying it's not a disorder. And I'm going to say the same thing with you. I mean, you could get tested for it, and you could see what's the matter.
So I have autistic traits, but I don't have autistic.
No, but
syndrome.
a lot of people have spectrum traits, and they're not. See, you guys. This is what I'm coaching you guys up. This is so weird to me. You consistently look at these things that are normal human traits that are on spectrums of disorders, but aren't disorders, as pejorative and negative. I see them as assets and interesting, and just what makes people different from one another. It's all, and so for you.
I'm like a savant is what you're saying.
I'm wondering if you had stuff like that when you were a kid, when you got into dinosaurs or, collecting or things like that. Did that happen when you were a kid?
Yeah, you collecting dinosaurs, man?
No, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that laugh is a diversion. I feel like we're getting close, Eddie. We're getting close to the bone here.
I collected business cards.
You did? Okay, there you go. And and why the business cards? Just curious. It's kind of interesting.
I don't know. I think I was collecting basketball cards or sports cards.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I have no functioner with these, but with business cards, it's like I'm creating my own yellow pages. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
I'm building an empire. I'm building a business empire. Right? So
I'm definitely right. I'm fucking.
I could call so many numbers now. I have all the hookups. You need a window repair guy? Fucking gotcha.
I do have a guy for you.
I get the feeling a bunch of lawyers in the mix, right? Bunch of lawyers.
Mostly restaurants. It was like wherever we visited, like as a family, and like if they had business cards in the front, I would just grab them. Like, ooh, this will be great for the book.
Would you get the matchboxes too? The matches?
Not the matchboxes.
Okay.
No, I liked fire too much, so I thought that was a bad idea.
Fire a lot. Interesting. Tell me about that.
Is that another thing?
Tell me about that.
That's something we both share. We were talking about that the other day.
Oh, tell me more.
Yeah, I mean, I remember.
Who'd you talk about this with Christina?
No, I think we were just talking.
Okay, so fire. Tell me.
Maybe I was talking to someone else.
I just remember, like in 3rd or 4th grade, like there was like an hour time slot where I got home from school before other people did, and I would just like melt plastic cups in the backyard and stuff.
Yeah.
Plastic. Ugh.
Yeah. Anyway, how about you?
It was cool how
Andy was different. Andy was different. He lit apartment buildings on fire. Anyway, what did you? I'm just kidding. What did you do, Andy?
I lit a building in my apartment complex on fire. I'm not kidding.
So we're both. So we're both.
No, I'm a pyro. You're collecting dinosaurs, nigga. That's different.
Wow. Woo. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I mean, Christina's interacting with you guys. You don't get into this shit with her, do you?
I don't think.
Come on now.
I don't think she's heard any of this information.
So
from
what
me.
what happened there, Andy? What went on? Was it an accident? Were you playing matches or something? You think I'm gonna like
it was on purpose, dog?
Oh, it was hella on
I'm gonna
purpose.
burn this shit down.
There was just this chick. It was a hot ass chick. Janine should have done something. Anyway,
Yeah.
it was that girl, that you should have done something with, but you didn't because you're dumb. And so it was her, and I wanted to impress her in some way, even though I didn't know what the fuck to do with her.
How old were you?
I got her.
How old were you?
Fucking.
How old were you?
11, 12, something like that.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so first of all, let me just point out, why did God do this to 12-year-old males? Flooded his system with things that make his brain misfire and not know how to handle. That things that shit is going on in his body that he will not be able to handle until he's 29. And we give that to a 12-year-old. So here's what they do. They start lighting apartment buildings on fire. So go ahead, finish the thinking.
I mean, yeah, you pretty much nailed it.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, I had no other way in my mind to impress her, and it was in front of me. And there was this bark on these trees in my neighborhood that it just like ripped off like paper.
Yeah,
the bark was just fucking,
eucalyptus, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was we called it the paper trees.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
So I'd rip off some paper trees and I put it in like a big ass bundle. And we had a clubhouse in our apartment complex, and I just stuck it in all the corners. And I'm not thinking how crazy this is as I'm doing it. I'm just because she's smiling and having a good time. Like, this is This is what
this dude is cool.
This is what we should have been doing this whole time.
She's like a female Cartman in herself. Like
yeah,
that dude is cool.
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah. We were horrible together.
So did we see her last night at the strip club? Was she there?
Probably. Janine, I hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Janine. Shout out Janine. So anyway, yeah, I mean, we just put the bundles of all that shit in the corners and we lit it on fire, and I was sitting there watching it. Her and I were just sitting out there. We were watching it. I had a big ass fro, so it was like guaranteed that anyone who saw was gonna know exactly who the fuck it was.
Right.
But yeah, I'm looking at it, and then I look over and I see a dude like
freak out.
He looks at it and he's like his fucking eyes lit up, and then in my head I'm like, oh, this is serious. Oh shit, I just set a building on fire. Like, oh, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And then I ran away. But
what about Janine? Where'd she go?
She ran with me.
Okay.
Yeah, we both ran together, but it was like, again,
Well, it's a bonding experience, much like last night. Felt about the same.
Right.
So yeah, okay.
But again, I had a huge, gigantic fro, so they were like, yeah, it was some black guy in the neighborhood with only white people with a giant fro.
That's
I
got to go
wonder-
well. I'm sorry.
So yeah, but I was underage, so we didn't get nothing actually happened to me. We just almost got evicted from the apartment complex. Almost.
Wow.
Yeah, nothing happened to me. We just almost got evicted.
Yeah, keyword almost.
And
Nothing happened.
the fire departments just immediately put it out successfully and whatever, right?
I don't know. I wasn't there for it.
But I mean, was that your apartment complex?
Yeah.
Where you came back, thing wasn't on the ground, right? You came back, everything was cool.
No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's gone now. Yeah, it's flowers now. They like put some flower bed or some shit there. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Nobody died though. Nobody died.
Oh, good.
There's not flowers for people that died.
Good.
It's just a flower bed. It's just a bunch of little flowers and shit. You know?
Wow,
They changed it into that because too many kids were fucking with that clubhouse anyway. And then
no. I mean, the clubhouse went to the ground, but I mean, the apartment building didn't go away.
No, it was
Okay,
an
okay.
apartment complex.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
No. Of
Okay.
course.
Yeah, the clubhouse. Yeah, we got to get rid of that. That makes sense.
You thought I meant I killed people?
Not kill people, but I thought you destroyed a city block or something.
No.
And I'm like, I'm 11, no big deal.
You almost got evicted.
Yeah, almost got evicted. Exactly. Building's not there anymore. We almost got evicted. Woo. Okay. Wow.
No, just
so,
clubhouse.
let me just point out a couple things. There's always more to be learned about people. Everybody, always more. Don't ever not ask people about themselves because humans are so interesting. And then, secondly, so that's A. B. To the extent that people have traits that are different from one another, do not judge. Do not judge and do not think pejoratively. This is what makes interesting things. Now, if those traits are causing people distress, then we help people change them, right? Or if they're so the worst is when they're causing other people distress. But when they're causing other people distress and the person with them doesn't care, well, that now is a different thing, right? That's now getting into sort of disordered territory, sort of. And I know both of you can go in and out of that. I understand.
Mostly on you.
Yeah, he can go, but he actually does. He kicks into that. He can not be that. If you remember, he was going to go get treatment and stuff. That's already different. You were going to go. I gave you a therapist. I gave you a referral back when you were in L.A. You don't remember that?
No. Wait, what?
What?
Referral to what?
To a therapist.
What therapist? What are you talking about?
I gave
you must have disassociated.
You must have. I gave you to deal with the dissociation. I gave you a very specific referral, and you said, I'm going to do it, but, we're moving to Austin, so I may not get to this one, but when we get to Austin, we're going to find another one.
That's classic me excuse. I like it. Yeah.
No, I understand.
Solid.
You're like, that sounds like me.
It does.
Yeah, well, then we
Sure
got to
does.
go back over this territory because you were somewhat motivated to deal with the dissociation primarily, right?
No, I think I just made you think I was motivated. I wasn't motivated.
I remember
If I
that
was
because I
motivated,
remember
I'd
you
do it.
saying it in front of me. I'm just like, whoa, Annie, I'm like really proud of you. That's really mature of you to do.
You did say that.
And then just zero follow through.
See, I think you're in kind of weird. I think that maybe it's just my own fucked up distortions, but I think now you're in denial, and I think that was more genuine. You could have been fucking with me straight. Then it's possible, but I think that was genuine, and you've lost connection with that, and that's all right. It's up to you.
It's blowing my mind a little bit. I'm trying to think about it.
Hmm?
I don't think so. I think I just.
No, because we got
I
into
just said I was going to, but wasn't.
No, because we
Yeah,
got
I
into
think
some
so.
deep territory of looking at the traumas and stuff, and looking at what it was doing and how it was manifesting in the present moment, and all the dissociation and stuff. And you're like, I got to do something about that, just a pragmatic issue.
Huh. Well,
We're not there now.
I'll get right on that.
We're not there now.
I'm gonna get right on it.